All right.
All right, cancel.
Yeah. So quick one. Hello to everyone.
Invite.
I like this as well. Good. The Ken, great idea. Yeah, although Kenneth has a very good point. Garrett, if you're still watching, do you know how to make a poll? Because I don't think it's done on. It's not done on StreamYard, is it? It's done on Instagram at the back. I'm trying. Not Instagram. The other one.
YouTube.
Yeah, I'm on YouTube. I'm trying to figure out how to do a fucking poll.
We're very professional.
Yeah, why not? Timestamps, moderation, TV, pop out chat. I don't know. Let's just chat, yeah. Just chat shit, bruv.
What? Tell everybody what you've been doing this weekend, because you've had quite a fun day today.
What have I been doing? I've been. What have I been doing? No, you say me. Well, I was at the gym early, so I had a show this morning early on. Just went live. Thought, fuck it. I've got a guest on tomorrow. But I went live this morning at 7:30 this morning just to chat shit, get banged, and then I went to the gym, coached for 4 hours, and then I came back and we went to a fire festival. So the fire festival is an ancient Celtic and Viking tradition where there's two festivals. One in the around, I heard, get back. That's all you need to hear. That's all you need to hear. One in the springtime around now, and it's about birth. So that's where Oster, the Germanic festival of the sun from the west, comes up. It's an ancient pagan festival. It's like 5,000-6,000 years old. We celebrate birth, the new birth in the spring, and there's fires and bonfires in the night, and a fire festival on the beach and all that shit. And then the other one, the Yuletide one, which is in December, like mid to late December. Again, it's the other side of the calendar. Celebrate, pray to the gods about. We don't do it anymore. About survival. It's the shortest day of the year. We pray to the moon and all that kind of shit. I say we culturally. We do that. It's been 5,000-6,000 years old. So they do it. They do it traditionally now, just to kind of make sure that our culture and heritage isn't lost, like a lot of other places. Anyway, that was my day. How was yours, John? Have you been shitting yourself as well today?
No, shitting myself today. I didn't actually shit myself yesterday, but I just spent a lot of time shitting. Yeah, none today. It was good today.
Okay.
I was training today. I started running again. Obviously, we're doing the High Rocks Pro in October. And on Tuesday, I did like my first run, minus doing the High Rocks races this year, since like last year, because I've had that Achilles injury. And so I done a threshold run on Tuesday, and then I had a High Rocks base session with a friend that's just moved back over here from, well, I say just a few months ago, over here from China. And he's never done like the High Rocks based stuff. So we've done a workout together this morning.
Cool. Sounds good.
My ass. It was good fun though.
Sounds good.
And now I've just been working. My Sundays are usually sat here at the computer programming, onboarding new clients. If I'm lucky enough that people sign up, and I was lucky enough that 2 people signed up this week. So,
oh, nice.
Some more money in the bank.
YouTube app on the mobile.
Right, where the fuck is Grant? Jeremy's here, by the way. He's sitting, waiting patiently. You can see him. He's masturbating on his couch at the moment. He's got a tartan couch, and he's sitting masturbating on it at the moment.
Masturbation. He's
Grant
having a masturbate.
These messages.
Grant
did say he would only have 20 minutes.
What? Why?
I'm going to phone him.
He's known about this. Well, if he doesn't, then he can fuck off. Right. Well, we need to figure out this fucking poll thing. I'd like to be able to do the poll. Right. Anyone got any thoughts? Anyone got any predictions? So basically, should we? Oh, Jon's on there, so it's just me.
No, I'm here.
All right, yeah. So effectively, what's happened over the last few months? Grant's made some horrendously racist comments towards Jeremy, and really bad. And Jeremy has taken it on the chin. And Grant recently, in one of Grant's latest sort of outbursts, he challenged Jeremy to a face off, to a one-on-one. He said that his kind wouldn't be able to beat Grant. So we've stepped in, and we thought we would do the only right thing, the only honourable right thing, and to get the guys together. We're trying to organise. Grant's been very, very difficult. Jeremy, for his, for everything bad about Jeremy, what he has done, he's committed himself, and he said he's very open to timings, and he's all up front. He's just saying, I want to do it. Get me on that stage. Grant, on the other hand, has been very difficult to organise. So this is a typical demonstration of what we've been trying to battle. So today, what we've done, we've got here he is. we've got both lads. So we're going to introduce the lads now. This is
one at a time.
Yeah. This is a pre-match news conference. We're going to ask the guys. I think Jeremy was here first, but I'll leave it to Jeremy whether he wants to go first or second. All we are doing is facilitating a bit of conversation around the throwdown that's going to happen hopefully tomorrow. I believe we're going to go tomorrow night. Our time will be about late lunchtime for the lads. So
Wednesday night.
Is it? Well, sorry, Wednesday night. It is Wednesday night, isn't it? So should we, Jeremy? Do you want to go first or second?
Just we can see you. So just you want to go first.
Okay. Right, okay. So
welcome to the stage.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah.
What's up, guys? Maybe I should go second. It sounds like Grant is all ready to go.
Grant can have some grace and some patience. So, Jeremy, what's it been like over the last sort of year or so being ridiculed and mocked by Grant?
It's one thing, it's one thing to attack me for getting rejected by chicks, left and right all the time. But the racist stuff is just, man, it's been tough. It's been really tough.
Mm-hmm. Good. All right. Is there anything that you want to say before we bring Grant on? Because I'd like you to have a little bit of back and forth. Right, you've got to get him on. Right?
I don't know if I'm prepared for There it is. Jeez.
God.
No one needs to see this.
This is the guy? Wait.
This is the guy.
This is the guy?
Tell us how the
looks like Jimmy Buffett and Janet Jackson made a baby. And then that baby grew up in a difficult domestic situation.
Oh man, it's not too far from the truth, actually, buddy.
Yeah.
Wow, look at you go.
This
is how you prepare.
Are you Mexican?
Close enough.
Look, guys, my phone's got about 11 minutes of charge. When that charge is gone, we're done. Let's make it snappy.
Right.
Oh my God.
Get the cables. You need to sort that garbage out.
Zach Galifianakis.
Need to sort your mom out, buddy.
Oh my God.
Right. So, Grant, what was it that first attracted you to hatred towards Jeremy?
I think it was his face, to be honest, but there was a lot of things that followed after that.
Tell us what is it like to be such an in-demand athlete as yourself?
It's tough. You've got a family, and You're just trying to be out here in these streets making memes and putting food on the table for your family, and then you got people hitting you up about CrossFit matches. It's not easy.
We've got a list of people waiting in the wings to challenge you.
Good.
We've got
Let 'em wait.
Slenderman. We've got Sean Lenderman. What do you think of that guy?
I hope he's doing PEDs because I am.
Good. Yeah,
That's great.
good point.
Yeah.
So Grant, listen,
Yeah.
buddy, I know we've got we've managed to bag you. You're a very, very, very busy man.
Yeah, that's true. I'm kind of famous.
I think you're up to about 1,000 followers now, aren't you?
Somewhere around there.
Yeah. So we've got a workout planned, and we're going to go live on Wednesday. So we've got 3 days to prepare for this workout. What's your preparation cycle going to look like up until Wednesday?
Well, my cycle is going to look like what it normally is. So you've got the 250 of test, but I've added in some DECA and some Anavar over the past few weeks just to make sure.
Good.
I don't think that's enough.
And we'll see. You look like the personification of the word moist.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks, dude.
Sure, no problem.
Good. Jeremy, have you been doing anything in particular to prepare for this showdown?
If it was anyone
Murph
else, yeah, Murph prep. Tons of
Murph
Murph
prep.
prep. Jake's
Grant
favorite.
prep. Yeah.
No, if it was anyone else, I probably would prepare. But I mean, look at him. Does that look like it needs preparing for?
I'm gonna smoke a blunt while I smoke you simultaneously. Then you're gonna have to take a pilgrimage to Tibet and become a monk and not show your face for the next 2 years out of shame. I'm here for your purification, Jeremy. I'm here to kill your pride.
Grant, is there a
me a
reason?
question, not you.
Hey, sorry, Jeremy.
I was just yelling at him. Oh, Jenny says Grant sucks. It's as clever as I could get.
Good. So what is that you're smoking, Grant? Is that like a pre-workout sort of smoke?
Yeah, it's all natural. No sugar, no additives. It's from a holistic shop I shop at.
Is it a carnivore one?
That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
From your doctor? From your doctor?
That's right. Yeah.
Does that kind of thing help control your adrenal glands too?
No, dude. Here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. There's no such thing as adrenal glands. Let's just be real for once. Can this be the Be Real show where we just be honest? There's no such thing as adrenal glands or adrenal fatigue. It's fake. It's made up. It's like a chiropractor. Everybody knows there's no such thing as adrenal glands. Give me a freaking break.
Oh my god.
Oh, good.
Are we announcing the workout tonight, or is that a surprise on Wednesday? Jake, what do you want to do?
Do you know what? I'll leave that to the athletes, the studs. Do you want to leave that? Do you want to leave that until Tuesday, Wednesday morning, maybe?
Do you want to give them time to prepare, Jeremy?
I think, CrossFit is unknown, unknowable. I'm down with waiting. Okay. This guy doesn't look like he's down with anything but being creepy as hell. But, I don't know. What do you think?
That's what Lauren Khalil said about you. I'm fine with it. Save it till Wednesday.
Oh, man. Yeah.
And Grant, when you using your words here, when you wipe the floor with Jeremy on Wednesday,
Right.
is there anyone else that you've got in your sights?
I'll take anybody and everybody, but that Lenderman guy.
You look like you do.
Really pissing me off. It's really pissing me off lately. So I think Sean's gonna have to get a piece next if he shows. And then there's of course Bill, aka Kale Lightman. The guy who doesn't have any video of his scores suddenly gained 65 pounds and got better at bar muscle ups after aging 6 years. Magically, there's no videos. Then we all find out there's an automatic verification button. Give me a freaking break. But since we won't be able to get him on video, we'll go with Sean.
Wow.
Oh, good. Grant, have you got a collection of tables to overhead squat? Is that what you got them? Mind you.
Let's see if you can overhead squat that white table.
Oh yeah, look at that. I think that's a bit unwieldy, guys. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not even sure I can overhead squat a table.
You look like a gay baby gorilla. Is that what the look you're going for?
Yeah, Jeremy, that's the look I'm going for. Hey, I don't even understand what this guy's saying. Can we get somebody to translate freaking retard? Because you sounded, I can't understand the freaking word this guy's saying. Can you get him off the screen and just tell me what he's saying?
Oh my God.
Right, so Wednesday evening, our time, it'll be lunchtime yours. What's your nutrition going to look like, Jeremy, before? Have you got anything prepped, ready to go?
Chicken and rice. That's all I eat all day.
Okay. And Grant, what about you? What do you eat pre-workout?
I like to stick to the starches, breads, spaghettis, crackers, mainly.
I know how to make a pole.
Hey?
I know how to make a pole.
Ooh.
The key is that you don't want to eat a lot at once. You guys have probably heard like 6 to 8 meals a day. I like to scatter 10 to 12 meals a day. You just take one of these and eat one every 2.5 hours. You'll have all the energy you need. Now, people say that carbs is fast energy and you come down from it. But that's not true. That's just for quitters who don't continue to consume carbs. If you consume one loaf of bread every 2 hours, you'll always have energy.
Wow. You sound like Savan explaining Hooper the other day. There's no sense.
It's good. It's good. Right. So Wednesday, we're throwing down Smackdown. Have you got one, Jeremy? I'll let you go first. Have you got anything final to say to your opponent, Grant, ahead of Wednesday's workout?
You sure you want to do this? I mean, you embarrass yourself enough. Do you really want to do this? Here's your chance. Yeah.
I'm good. I've got nothing to lose. You're 99th percentile. If I lose, it's expected. When you lose, you won't be able to show your face again. So, but it's all out of the goodness of my soul. We've been having discussions, and we thought it might do you well to take care of this little pride issue you have. You know, you get rejected by Baby Gaga or whoever, and then a few others, and you get all prideful. And I thought, what better to do than for me to step up sacrificially, sacrificing my body and my time in order to humble Jeremy. And then, Jeremy, when you're marrying a beautiful woman in a year, you'll trace it back to this moment when you got defeated by keeping it real. I might even be the best man in your wedding, if you're lucky.
Don't hold your breath.
Good. Love it.
Is there Jake, is there a punishment, a public humiliation, anything like that for the loser?
Oh,
good. That's a great question. We haven't got anything planned because I just thought losing in itself would be humiliation. But if we can create something over the next few days for sure. But now that we've got the commitment from both of you verbally, we've got it written down as well. We've got written confirmation from both of you. Timing wise, Jon, was it 7 p.m. GMT?
Yeah, it's going to be this time, isn't it? Because Grant is very strict with the timing. The timing.
The guy in the closet, he's not going to be here.
Okay. Well, the guy that's here has got very strict timings with the gym.
That's right.
So 1 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. Okay. Yeah. That's good for everyone, yeah?
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Okay. Anything to say? Anything to ask?
Say that, Grant.
He's frozen.
I'm not frozen. You're frozen.
Oh my god.
Oh, great question.
Oh, he's doing Hillary.
Will you be performing the workout in the wig?
Do the workout however I want. You'll have to wait to find out. But that's stupid questions, whoever that was.
All right. Are there any questions from the crowd at all? Anyone, any of the press out there in the wings? Do you want to add anything before we head off? We're not going to head off. But Jeremy
I think Sean wants to ask something.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Right. Are they your electrolytes, Grant?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, electrolytes. Happy electrolytes.
Man.
There we go. Jeremy, this one's for you. If you could be any ice cream, what would it be? Kippen, you can go next.
Sure.
I mean, excuse me, vanilla and chocolate. What's that called? Swirl? Vanilla chocolate swirl?
Half baked, isn't it?
Something like that, yeah. Half baked.
Oh yeah. There we go. Look. Travis with
I
the
like
real.
these. I just had two of these, so these are my favorite.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, guys.
Oh, man.
Good. Will opening ceremonies feature a song from Brian?
That's important.
I don't think we have the money to pay for that.
No, we're not that rich.
I can do a song for you guys right now if you want. I got.
Can you do country? Please play the song. Can you please do Country Roads? You look like you're just the right amount of gay to do it better than Brian Friend.
Oh man.
Jeremy, the floor's yours. If you want to do a song right now, here we go.
Hold on.
I don't think I can keep character for this.
What we having?
Let's all sing together. You ready?
Go on then.
Let's go. Take it from the top.
Oh, that's out of tune. See, this is gonna take too long. I'd have to tune it up. It's all.
Oh my gosh.
Acapella.
Grant, you start it. Come on.
I'm not starting anything.
Take too long. Nope, we're done. It's too out of tune. You have to tune in next time. The after show, we'll do it.
Hey, Kale Layman, do you even really play guitar, or is it just in your pictures for the women?
What do you think?
Sounds like you don't.
Yeah, it's a show. It's just an act I put on.
Good. Well, I'll tell you what, Jeremy, you can rehearse till Wednesday. You can get it right, and you can give us a little victory song. Can't you?
While this guy is laying on the ground crying, I'll think of a song.
There we go.
It'll be beautiful. Is that what that was supposed to be? Heidi, I was supposed to seduce you.
Absolutely. Every time. Good. Right. Gents, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for joining us. Grant, I'll let you get back to your schedule. And Jeremy, thank you so much for joining us. Oh, he's gone. He did it himself. Oh,
still here.
Right.
I just kicked him.
Right, Jeremy, thank you. And we'll speak to you in a bit. So.
Peace out, guys. Thanks.
Right, cheers, Jeremy. It was brilliant. I'm laughing at these fucking how about a hand job instead? This is going to take too long. Never mind. Oh.
Okay.
What they will need though
is
a box and a 70-pound dumbbell.
Yes.
That is what they want.
So bear in mind, this show will be Wednesday, and then we'll have Lauren on Sunday.
Yeah, 2 next week.
So we'll get Lauren to watch on Wednesday night.
Oh, yes. She will.
Yep. Excellent. So did you figure out how to do it? Oh.
Bill sent me a YouTube tutorial how to do it, but I just haven't done it. He says, go to your YouTube studio, community post section, pull up the poll icon, start creating your questions, set the poll duration, optional, add image, click post, and there you go.
Well, I'm in the studio.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the YouTube studio.
You know? Or you could do it on the app.
Probably.
Sorry, this is not going to be very riveting content for the change.
No, not is it?
While we fumble around trying to do a post.
Probably like having sex with Grant.
Or Jeremy.
Or Jerry, or both. God, can you imagine that? Yeah. Cool.
I'm in the app trying to do it here.
Oh, right, you do that. Anyone want to talk about anything? Who's going? Is there anyone on? Oh, Ellie Hiller's going on soon, isn't she? On, I think it's on Savon's show. You know, or it might be on Glinton.
No, it's on Savann's channel.
Okay.
Create.
Cool. That'll be good. Marvelous.
We were going to talk about programming on a show.
Oh, we were, weren't we?
I think that one needs its own kind of just fucking speak about that by itself. But we could talk about our fucking High Rocks. I don't know if I didn't watch back what you said last week. So tell me what you were talking about last week.
What were we talking about? High Rocks? I can't remember.
Signing up for High Rocks.
Yeah, I remember that bit. We're going to analyze your programming. We were. Sorry, I'm still trying to half do this fucking.
Yes, we're gonna write Savannah bench press program. Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's what we're gonna do, isn't it?
That is what we're going to do.
Yeah.
I don't think you'll follow. Though.
That's the thing, right? So I think if it was simple enough, and it was something you could follow really, really easily, I think he'd probably. Oh Jesus. There we go. I think he would program it. He'd follow it. If it's like three sessions a week, 2 or 3 sessions a week, it'd be all right. And if it's like a lot of posterior work as well, I think that could work pretty well. Doesn't have to be just bench, does it?
It's my summer house. It's not my actual house. It's like a structure in the back garden. And I don't think Jake is running yet. And no, he's not following my program. I'm actually going to follow. I'm going to jump on board with James Kelly for it, I think.
Cool. And when are you gonna? So we're
I can send it straight to Jake, so Jake can do it as well if he wants.
Yeah, hell yeah. We won't tell him that though. October 23rd is our race, isn't it? Thursday, I think.
Yeah, Thursday.
Cool. And
how many weeks away is that?
I'm
running prior to that, so I'll be tip top,
yeah,
and
you'll be fine.
I'm gonna be a fucking twink by that point. I'm already 17. A twink. I'm already 17 pounds. So it's 172 days away. I'm already 17 pounds down from where I was 6 weeks ago. I want to race about 17 pounds down from 6 weeks ago. I want to be about 80 kilos. Come when I race in Poland at the start of October.
I better get losing.
I think I'm lighter than you now.
Probably. I weighed in at 97 the other day.
Oh, I was 96 yesterday.
Good. Love that.
Heidi, I use pounds and I can use pounds and kilos.
We use both, Heidi. It's not all what Instagram tells you. This is the thing. We use everything. We're like you ate cookies, but good. So when you say cookies, Heidi, you mean your word cookie? Does that mean any type of thing that is like that, or just the ones with chocolate chips? Because Jon, are you the same as me? Like biscuit?
Yeah, biscuit.
And a cookie is specifically
a cookie.
What you guys call a chocolate chip cookie. They're the only ones that we call cookies. Is a chocolate chip cookie. Everything else is called a biscuit.
And without a doubt, the best cookies you can buy are from Lidl Bakery.
Cool. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Good to know.
If you're getting a supermarket one, that is.
Yeah.
We go. Grant's telling Kenneth that he's gay. That's all he wanted to tell him.
Nice.
I'm so smart.
Okay, now, sorry. Yeah. So you go to the thing. You go to community, right?
Oh,
sorry. I'm just...
let's pull up Ken's video.
Oh yeah. Hang on. I'll do that right now.
I like to feature Ken on this podcast because then he'll post it on his Instagram.
Hell yeah.
Eventually, people might be like intrigued to come over and see what we're talking about over here.
You listen to that.
Mr. Sean Lenderman.
This might be the next call out.
Of course, I'm probably going to hurt myself one of these times, try to do stuff you guys do, but at much scaled weights, of course. Mr. Scaled, right, Fergie?
Obviously.
Anyways, this table here, a part of the furniture.
Have you just called out Fergie?
Put out today, 37 pounds.
We'll
see what happens with old man mobility.
I'm gonna mute it, right? So we can watch it while we're chatting. But
yeah.
Do you remember during fucking lockdown, people were doing fucking overhead squats with fucking random things in their house? It was like part of the CrossFit stuff.
Yeah.
Because I remember I've got a video of me doing it with an exercise bike in my kitchen. Do you know
what overhead squatting?
Yeah, with like it was like a foldable exercise bike, and it was like part of the CrossFit program. It was like, oh, people were like, oh, use whatever you've got in your house, and it was like a broomstick or whatever. And I was like, oh fuck, I'm just folding this bike up, and I was fucking doing overhead squats with like a bike above my head.
Jesus, unbelievable. But is it still playing?
Nah, it's all done now.
Okay.
Your time tune in.
Huh? Oh, I'll do it another time. I want to create a poll. I'll do it another time. Weird time to tune in. It was a very weird time to tune in. I don't know where PK is. He missed all the fun. PK's gone AWOL recently.
We could get Savan, right? Sorry, going back to Savan thing, right?
Yeah.
We could get him to follow like an easy, like 5-3-1 kind of program. We could get him to follow fucking, like a linear one. We could get him to follow but he would need to bench I would say 3 times a week.
Yeah.
That's what I would want him benching, but I don't think he would do it.
I don't know. I think if we gave him a program and everyone knew about it, I think it'd probably be. Although, maybe. Good. What else has happened this week then? What are we talking about?
I've honestly had a really boring week. I've been coaching. My nephew only just got out of the hospital yesterday.
Oh yeah.
He's in the hospital for like 2 weeks. There we go. Kenneth, do you know what a woman looks like? Kenneth's getting all the abuse in the chat today. Ken, we want to see it from the back angle.
Yeah, without any shorts on. Ken, what kind of underwear do you wear? I'd like to know if it's like, because in the last sort of couple of years, I've started wearing briefs, or what I don't know what you'd call them, you guys.
I wear briefs. Ball huggers.
Oh, not quite those. Fucking hell. Hang on.
We're like boxer briefs.
Hang on. It's fucking hell. I just typed in briefs. And these are the ones that came up. I definitely don't wear those.
No.
I wear like ones like these. No, these are. There we go. Like these. Leo. Hello.
Yeah, that's the kind I wear.
Yeah.
Mine have got a fake penis inside them as well.
But Ken, what what sort of undies do you wear? I have a lot.
Hit the link and come on and show us.
I have a large variety of clothes, but like what type of pant do you wear? Oh no, you don't say pants, do you? Underpants. What type of underpants do you wear? What cut? Is it all
I want to
briefs?
show you, right?
Oh no,
I don't know if it'll come up. But have you like you go on Facebook, don't you?
Now and again, yeah.
Do you ever get like total weird fucking like adverts from like Boohoo and is it Shein? Do you ever get like I've never bought anything from those companies, right? So I don't know why I would even get adverts from them. But do you ever see them like as you're scrolling and like see like the Shein ads? I want to show you some of the.
I don't think I've seen Shein. I don't even know what that is. I know Martin Sheen and Charlie Sheen.
It's a fucking really fucking like awful fucking company.
Huh.
Everything's cheap as fuck, but I'm trying to find. Do you know what? Now that I'm like actually looking for the clothes on the website, I bet you I can't find it.
Yeah, you won't find it. Do you know one of the weirdest things when you go on Facebook is when you see people that you completely forgot you were friends with from like, I don't know, 20 years ago.
Like,
you go on there. Yeah, and you forget that you're friends with someone, and then they pop up on your thing, and like they look completely different, or you forget, and they've done some weird shit. Oh yeah,
I'm not even kidding, right? I keep getting fucking ads on my Facebook, like for shit like this. Like, why the fuck would you be getting that? Look at that, the fucking pink fucking bodysuits, fucking.
Why Beetlejuice over there?
Wrong person.
My question is,
look at that. Who the fuck is buying that?
So, as you know, I'm quite a logical person in terms of like I'm quite practical with stuff. So I'm not very creative and I'm not arty. I like things to have a purpose, right? So when it comes to like clothing, I like my clothing to be practical and actually have a purpose. I won't wear it for the sake of fashion, right? So I don't see the whole fashion thing. I've never really bought into it too much. Is this shit? Is there any practical use? Not, I know braces and like jumpsuits and shit, but all the like the that thing at the top on the left, and I mean what he's wearing, not him. Yeah, like what's the use? Like, what's the purpose of that? Like that?
Who would wear that? Like Manfinity hyper mode men's. That looks fucking like you're in prison. It's like
he looks like he's wearing his dad's Ghostbusters costume.
Fucking nuts, isn't it?
Like I don't get it. Like I just what is that? It like it's so weird.
Daddy's boy.
Like I don't get.
This is where Grant should be buying the costumes for doing High Rocks fucking reels. Grant, if you're watching, this is where you need to fucking go on. Yeah, what did happen to just jeans and a t-shirt?
Right, exactly. What is wrong with a nice pair of jeans and a t-shirt? Just a plain white t-shirt, some jeans, and just having fun and not worrying too much about trying to show off. For me, it's like it's people say, right, with fashion and stuff, it's an extension of my personality. Well, okay, but what you're saying to me there is your personality isn't enough. What you've had to do is show everyone your personality. Yeah.
Peacocking.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Ken. And briefs.
I like nice clothes. I like nice shoes, but I like seeing now. I don't care nearly as much as what I cared when I was like in my 20s.
No, and this is my question. Going back to the underpants, do you think you only wore boxers as a younger man because you probably wore briefs or the Y fronts as a kid, and then you wanted to move away because you thought you were cool and it's what you should wear? the like boxers.
I didn't want to be the guy wearing pants.
Yeah, and then you get to an age where you realise actually briefs and pants or boyfriend, whatever you want to call them, they are infinitely more comfortable and better. Keep everything. Can they keep your lunchbox all packed in? Nothing's spilling out the sides. Then it's not rattling around, getting a good thrashing, and you just feel comfortable. And like, is there an age? Because probably about 4 or 5 years ago, I hit a point. I was just, why am I wearing boxers? They're flapping around everywhere. You're getting on a rower and you're crushing your nuts. It just doesn't make any.
I've not worn boxers for about 10 years.
Yeah. Here we go. I doesn't like those stuff you wear to gaze. Yeah, but like
here, funnily enough, Ken, see over here in the UK, it's not just homosexual men that wear that kind of stuff. You could go like Ibiza and all that and see all this.
Oh yeah, yeah, right. Okay,
it's not like you're not kicking about in the fucking you actually might see it in Manchester, go down the canal.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, let's put it this way: when it says canal, they've got rid of the C on the fucking frame. No, Ken, we're not. It's not like you walk down the high street and that's walking around. Like we're on about like
raves and stuff.
You know, like raves or like Coachella and festivals like that, like sort of shit like that in Europe. That's where you'd find that kind of shit. But again, Jon's right. It would be like party attire for straight men. Some.
Well, no, for like Spice Boys.
Spice Boys.
Yeah. You can look that up. I think so. Anyway.
Mm.
You know what a Spice Boy is?
Spice Boy, isn't that just like Sorry, I've just gone on Facebook.
A social group consisting of males following the latest fashion of pink polos, bleached blonde, spiky hair, tight jeans. They usually shop in Envy, Top Man. They are not confrontational, but they are rather cocky, arrogant, and especially amongst the females. Come on, lads, let's get these Stellas down our necks and go find some totty. That's what it says.
I'm not just saying this.
Just like rugby boys, isn't it? Probably.
Yeah, there's a picture of Grant from about 2004, dressed like that.
Oh, yeah, well, Grant's definitely.
Yeah. So I just gone on Facebook because you said to. And the first advert that's come up is...
That's all you're going to get now. What's that? What's that? Pillcam?
Yeah, for need a bowel check. Goes up your arse and it's a camera.
Maybe Brad Asaraf can use that and he can deep dive my asshole with it.
Do you know what? I genuinely... And it's since we've started our shows, I just don't I can only sort of commit time to one show now, and that's sort of per day because I've got other shit to do with my real life and the kids and everything. So I can only sort of get away with sort of an hour or so a day of actually being online and doing like chatting absolute nonsense in a chat. Mm-hmm. And Sevi goes live 3 p.m. our time, doesn't he?
It's usually perfect for me. I pick Adam up from school, take him home. I'm getting him some food. I'm having like my lunch, and I'm there for about an hour. And then I get in the car to then drive to Inverness to go clients. Adam's either going to my mum's house or he comes in the car with me, and I drop him off at Haley. So it's like perfect kind of time for me to like chat shit for an hour. Sometimes I'm driving. Sometimes like I'm in the kitchen and whatnot, and it's like the perfect time for me to like chat shit.
Chat shit.
And then I love when Glinton and that go live because it's normally like when I'm lying in bed at night, so it's like the perfect time if I can one AirPod in just chatting.
Yeah. So for us, Sevi goes live 3 p.m. The Glintons go live normally at 10:30. About 10:30 p.m. So it's usually I've just got in bed and I'll either give myself sort of half an hour to just watch and chat as much shit as I can. And they're the only two really that I've got any sort of time for and the time of the day and everything. So Brad, is it Arafat?
I've not watched it.
All right, not Arafat. That was Yasser Arafat, wasn't it? I'm thinking of.
It's Asaraf.
Asarif. So he goes. I think he goes live in the evening. Doesn't like it's like our fucking 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I'm always asleep when it happens.
And everyone
maybe I am, maybe I'm not.
Yeah, but everyone in this chat that I can see like quickly scan. I think I'm right in saying. Yeah. I think I'm right in saying that pretty much all of us unanimously would prefer to be in a live chat. We don't want to go back and watch shows unless someone specifically says there's this bit in the show where or a clip or something. I won't go back and watch a show necessarily. Just because of the timings. And when I wake up in the morning at like 6:30, I've got 5 hours to do work, get back and do all this shit. So for me, I don't really see those shows. So I haven't actually watched one of Brad's shows. So I don't know. When everyone started talking about it the other day, it was a bit like, I don't know. A bit like when everyone started talking about Sevon's take on Mitchell Hooper, because that was at the one in the middle of the night that Sevon does, wasn't it?
I still haven't watched that. I watched like 20 minutes. I got the gist of it, and then I was like, I'm just, I'll not come back.
Dale does. I think he does pre-records, doesn't he? He does recorded and is it premieres they're called?
Yeah, but he premieres them during like get with the programming and stuff like that. So it's like
right. Okay.
That's an awkward thing. It's always live when there's like someone else on.
Yeah, like for me and you, like we haven't done a pre-recorded one, because we've kind of grown up in this chat, like wanting the chat to be, you know, the reason and the feedback and the back and forth. And I think that plays a part in our decision not to do pre-recorded ones, because it'd be easy to do pre-recorded ones because you can edit them. There's a little bit less pressure. You haven't got to look at the chat, or you can't look at the chat because there's no one there. It just makes for a very different style of show. And I think within the Seven Easter world, we're pretty much like a live group, aren't we? Really, like everyone in here, for example, like Heidi, Jeremy, Kenneth, Ken. We're all pretty much there every show, chatting rubbish and just back and forward. But the tricky thing for me, right, is that when I talk to Sevon about the bass one on Sundays, although I'm going to do more now, I going live at fucking silly o'clock on a Sunday morning with no real foundation for people to watch, really. Everyone's in the US predominantly that's subscribed to the show. There's like minimal people. Like this morning, I just went live, just clicked it. I didn't book it in. I didn't program it in. I just clicked go live on the StreamYard and did it. That was at just after 7 o'clock this morning, and there was like 10 people watching at one point, and it was just talking to no one and just content and just talking shit about just something. That's the hardest bit for me, is that because I know the value of a chat, I know the value of comments and back and forward. Some of the best moments on Sevon have been from the chat, back and forward and fucking, having an argument with Pat or Weed or, people in the chat having arguments, and then, Sevon getting derailed and stuff like that. That's the cool bit for me personally. That's the best stuff out of that. Because I go on there and I come in the chat just to
I'm trying to derail it.
Yeah, that's the whole purpose of being in the chat. It's just to make as much noise and nuisance as possible. For me, that always has been, because of the nature of Sevon's show, and him as well. So for me, when I go online, it's purely for fun. There's no seriousness. It's just how much chaos can we cause, and how much ridicule can we receive from people. I go on there to rock the boat and to get people to be angry with me. Chaos, exactly. Mm-hmm. It is anarchy. so yeah, for me, like so getting Grant and Jeremy on Wednesday, for me, like the first 20 minutes of this show was fucking amazing. Like that back and forward is exactly the kind of thing that is gold for everyone involved.
Yeah, and see, and I don't care if nobody else enjoyed that, because
No.
I fucking loved it.
Yeah.
Like that's honestly like for me, it's like I don't care if there was anyone watching that because I really enjoyed it.
Thanks, Ken. Yeah, exactly. Banter. Do you remember that whole fucking uni boy thing?
Yeah, that's very like
that video.
It's just banter.
Yeah, banter. Top bants. But that's the thing. Like Heidi made a comment the other day to Savon, didn't she? And he pulled it up, and he talked about it again the next show.
What was the comment?
She said something. She'll be able to.
Heidi knows how to trigger people.
Yeah, it was. I'm paraphrasing her here. It was basically saying that the chat is the show, or yeah, and it was a lot more. Yeah, but it was very funny how she said it. I'm not doing any justice. It was very well timed and very well written, and it was like a sniper rifle. And Savon picked it up just as he was getting stressed out with something else, and it was real good. And but then the show after that, so the day after, it might have been like Wednesday or Thursday that she said it, and then the following day on the Friday, he started talking about it in the show to someone. So it definitely it
sticks.
Yeah. But I see both sides of the coin now. The last sort of couple of months has really kind of been eye-opening for all that. I don't know if that's the same for you. But
have you had anyone talking shit on the base show yet?
Talking shit as in like being a dickhead, like me, being a Jake.
Yeah, being a dick in the comments, like while you're on live.
No, I don't think so. I don't have enough people watching.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you think that's like it's like once you gather so many people, there's like the likelihood that there's some people that are going to talk shit. It's like more likely. Yeah. It's like I think here we haven't really had anyone saying anything like nasty to us, but it's like because we're fucking unknown.
Yeah. I tell a lie. Sorry.
When we went live on Savan together.
Yeah.
There's a few people that didn't enjoy that show.
No, but that wasn't live. It was after the fact, and it was in the comments.
No one said it during the show.
No, I think that's a bit different. I think that one was a lady. First one was a lady, and she was saying, "Oh, I see the guest the guest hosts are just as popular as ever," or something. And it was like, I was like, oh, okay, well, we've come in to cover Savon at late notice. Like, we've come on, we've done an hour, we've come on and we just talked, and we've done a job. We're not Savon. We haven't got 25 years or 30 years of media experience. It's not our show. And Garrett said the same thing last week.
It was fuck. Who was it again?
It sounded like whenever I think of it, I think of Jeff Brazier. You know, Brazier. You know the.
It wasn't. Was it Christine? Someone. I can't remember.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah. Someone has built the chat around his brand, so everyone should. Yeah. Exactly. So, but the thing, what Savon has said to me all along, and you and I have said this all along as well, Johnny boy, is that you need those characters in the chat. Andrea, that was it.
Yeah.
Andrea Glazer or something, or Brazier, or I can't remember. You need characters in the chat to ruffle feathers. You need people in there to be characters that you can play off in role. So, you know, Savon on the show is very different from Savon in person or on the phone or, you know, at the games and say hello and stuff. When he's in front of the mic doing this, you kind of perform and you become a caricature of yourself. So in order to have that, you need those characters in the chat. You need the David Weed. You need the fucking Tank Reeves to pop up every once a month and say that the Earth's doomed. Everyone's a dickhead for not understanding it. And you need those people. You need them. Like, I fucking love David Weed. He's brilliant. Like it's a caricature.
I reckon I want to get David Reed over here.
That's my goal. Hell yeah. Cheers for joining us, Ken. Have a lovely day. Yeah, you need people like that because every now and again it will give you 10 minutes of conversation. It will allow the chat to flow. It's good for you. If all you had was an echo chamber of people saying yeah, how boring would that be? You wouldn't get anything from that. So as much as people love to hate Pat, he's essential. He's essential, and I hope everyone realizes that. And back to your original question, especially on the base one, but on here as well, we're not yet at the point where we're going to have that. I tell a lie. Noodles came in the chat once.
yeah. He hates you now.
Yeah, he loves me. So he shaved his head recently.
Yeah, bald, full baldy.
Yeah. Good look. But yeah, cool. Well, what you got planned for the week?
Tonight, what's that? 8 o'clock. I will be sitting here for the next maybe 3 hours. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I've got 16 people still to program for tomorrow.
Yeah, for tomorrow.
That'll probably take me the next like 3 hours. Yeah, and then but I'll program them for like I'll do like the next 2 weeks worth of stuff, and then that'll give me like 2 weeks kind of free of like not having to do anything for them. That 16 people. Apart from like making changes with their feedback, but like the layout of what they're doing will be there. And then apart from that, I'm just gonna chill out.
Good.
That'll be 10 o'clock before I go
in. Heidi, why is this part of your prep for your half marathon with Ord? Ord's at a baby shower at the moment.
Nah, I don't ever say bastard. I call someone a cheeky cunt.
Yeah, but like my nan used to split between cunt and bastard, believe it or not. It's a funny thing, isn't it? How like our language and our conversation is just so different. Like, I saw a clip of Tier 2 meat. That is speaking of the goat. That is the goat of energy drinks.
This is the best one.
Mm-hmm.
It's also my second of the day because I drank Ultra Rosa. That is, if you've not had that one is fucking tremendous.
Yeah. Good.
Sorry, I really want to fucking do an Ironman for some reason, but I hate swimming in the sea. So that's the only thing that holds me back.
Have you? Oh, I'm trying to get someone on the show, right? And I kind of want it to go on here.
Thanks.
I've messaged them. Let me show you something. Fuck a duck. Hang on.
What's Hiller punching there for? What have I missed?
What? Hiller's punching the air. Don't know.
Oh, because monsters. I'm always got monsters. I could send you a photo of my fridge, and there's probably about 30 cans of fucking monster in it. I said to Haley I was going to buy a monster fridge for just out here in the summer house.
Have you seen? And this doesn't just go to you. This is to chat. Have you seen Super Try?
What? Super Try.
I want to go. I want to go to one of these. So Heidi, I don't know if you've seen this. I don't know if your sister.
Oh yeah, you showed me this.
Yeah. So watch this, right? So indoor triathlon. It's done on an assault runner towards the end. Everything's linked up, and it creates this avatar on a computer screen of them in the game, and they're generating it. It's a representation, obviously, as an avatar of them, but the whole thing is done so they can't see each other. In reality, they're stood next to a treadmill. They're purely watching themselves on the fucking game. But so normally, obviously, try would be.
How dumb.
It's all done indoors. So as a spectator, you're you're watching the whole. Eh?
He said a marathon and the air runner. No, a triathlon isn't necessarily an Ironman distance.
No, this is just a triathlon. So it's the World Champs. It's a regular, normal triathlon.
So it's like a 5K, isn't it?
Yeah. So that you've got the. This is this a sprint? No.
No,
but yeah.
We asked your sister, but she didn't get back to us. She big timed us.
So yeah, the Brownlees did it. So he did his. So the bike's obviously on a mill as well. They run over, get dressed, and they get their shoes on. Then get finished on
bare feet.
Yep. I don't know actually. I think he might have. Was he, lad? It might be just for, but then they get on the runner and then they do that on there. No, he's taking his shoes off. They're just clipped in.
Oh yeah, shit.
But the pool is like behind the camera here. So the pool's in the middle is lane swimming, and then you've got the bikes and the treadmills around each side of the pool. So as a spectator, you've got this giant screen with the avatars going, so you can see everyone. Like this is the bike side. They obviously don't have to wear helmets either, so they don't have to worry about that shit. But the avatars created on here, you've got all the stats going up at the same time. It's all indoors. You've got all the stats in front of you. So watts, kilometers, everything from the bike is coming through.
They would have the crowd can see that. They would have all that kind of fucking data on their bike computer and stuff.
Yeah. So you see like this site. So the bikes are over there. But it's such a cool idea, and also obviously you can do it all year round. Like you can make a proper season out of it. You don't have to worry about time of the year. So you've got the treadmills over one side, pool in the middle, and then the bikes the other. So they run around the pool. It's fucking just like imagine the games, CrossFit Games doing this as one of their workouts. If they had a pool scenario,
they had their heart rate and all that kind of shit showing one year at the games, didn't they?
Yeah, it was the year that Olsen. It was the year where there was a workout where it was supposed to be 400, but it ended up being 300-meter run out of the gym, out of the arena, back in, and there was a clean ladder. In the arena, it was the same year they did that. Yeah. And I remember Noah Olsen's heart rate averaged like 185 for the workout or something, and it was like a 20-odd minute workout. Fucking nuts. And the clean ladder was like heavy.
Yeah,
it ended up at like 160 kilos or something on the cleans. But yeah, it's nuts. I think that was my sister. What?
Yeah, that we were going to have on the show.
Oh.
Well, speaking of people we're having on, I've got I think it's a cool guest. Remember I was telling you about the lassie, Bryony. She's the fastest high roxer in Scotland. Like she had just broken into the Elite 15. So she had only been doing high rocks a year. She'd just broken into like the Elite 15 women. Like her time, she wasn't like part of the Elite 15 women like yet, but her time was.
Is it Bryony Keys?
Yeah. So I know she's followed the page now. So she had just kind of broken into the Elite 15 like time. And she was coached by James Kelly. So her and James Kelly's girlfriend, Georgie, they were doing like doubles together. And she had gone over to Australia for 3 months to train and live with him and then go competing. And if you go into coach Bryony there, that page is probably the better one. And she was there for like 20 days and she was hit by a truck.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. Literally. When she was out on a training run. There you go. Like out on a training run, which basically like she was out there training to do like the world champs like kind of camp, and for the last like 18 months she's been like, I don't know how many surgeries she's been through and whatnot, but she's finally got like all the metal and stuff out of her legs and out of her feet, and she started she did her first run again on Tuesday, I believe. So she signed up for an Ironman, so she's like learning that. She's got halves and ultras and stuff booked, and when she's back on pace she's going to get back to high rocks. But yes, we're going to have her on, kind of talk about like her kind of journey. Oh, she's fucking rapid.
Yeah, I mean, to win Glasgow.
Yeah, fastest time. She's won. She podiumed at loads of different events.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's no one. How amazing!
Her very first High Rocks was a doubles, and they came second.
So she's done Ironman.
Yeah, so she's doing an Ironman now. That's what she's training for now.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
and then she's doing an Amsterdam Marathon, some kind of backyard ultra, and then hopefully, she'll be back up at her pace, and she'll be going back to High Rocks.
Here's a question then. So, do you know all the stats? I don't know what they would be doing. So, the likes of like Hunter or James Kelly or people like that, when they're on like the ski erg, during the High Rocks, what kind of split are they pulling at?
Hunter pulls like I don't know, like a 128 or something.
Really?
his rows are fucking wild. I can show you right now. High Rocks race starts, right, and you'll be able to see what his stats are. Yeah. High result. Here we go. Look,
that's mad because like my best ever 2K ski was something like 6:58. Like my ski is so much, yeah, but it's so much better than my rowing. So much better than my rowing. But 6:58 is nothing compared to that.
Workouts. A 3:29 on the ski. That's what that's his last race.
Yeah. So that's the same fucking pace that I did my 2K at.
3:52 for his row.
Exactly. Yeah. So his ski is exactly the pace that I did my 2K at. But
that was in Glasgow though. That was in Glasgow. That was a bad race for him.
Yeah. And that's still part of a fucking 50-minute workout he did the pace that I died at for a week.
Let's look at like when he
honestly, the fucking capacity, people just don't get it. Like it's like it's similar kind of way of thinking about it. Is you get the specialists watching CrossFit, the games, and they go, "Oh, I can swim faster than that, or I can do the 1K row quicker than that, or I can clean heavier than that, or I can do."
Pretty
but these
consistent.
pricks,
29 there.
48
in a row. He's pretty consistent with.
Yeah, but like these pricks at the top level do what you not quite as well as you, but they do everything at that level. It's the Hopper method, not Jason Hopper. It's the these guys can do everything at that level, everything. And when you look at the likes of Hunter and the guys with High Rocks, being able to get off that ski erg after the 3:29 1K.
Here we go.
And then fucking go and run at what's their distance? What's their running pace at?
I'll tell you. 3:39, 3:34, 3:28, 3:33, 3:37.
1K, that's a kilometer. So that's 1,000 meters.
His last was the slowest one, and it was a 3:58. So he's still under it. He's sub 4 kilometer.
Under 4 minute
but his slowest.
Just
his average is 3:38.
3:38. Try running 1K in 3:38, and then just doing one of them in 3:38.
It is.
That's fucking mad. Honestly, the capacity of the cunts.
James, 50. Hunter's only done 29 races. James Kelly's done 50. He's done 8 doubles, 10 pro men. There we go. Elite relay. He's done elite men. He's done 11 elite men. There we go. And his fastest time was
done 11 elite men.
That was 1 second slower. The Glasgow one was 1 second slower than Hunter's world record.
Oh, nightmare.
And people like it. It looked like he beat it. To be fair, ski 3:34, so he's a little bit slower than Hunter on the row. He's fast. No, on the ski and the row, he's a little bit slower.
You're a better runner then. What are we?
His burpees are his runs. He's pretty rapid. His average is 3:41. His average runs. Hunter's were 3:38 on his fastest.
So talk me through like logistically, right? So in like however fucking many months it is, we'll be on the floor. It'll be 3, 2, 1. Right, watch, go. We'll start running. We run together. Is that the thing? We run together. You have to run together. Do you have to?
You don't have to be right. You don't have to be side by side. When I did it with my coach Christian, my old coach Christian, the year prior, I told him not to run like right next to me. I was like, I want to be able to like be pushed because he can run he's running a sub 4 every kilometer too, you know. So like he's fast. So when the idea for us when we were doing doubles was we would split the stations where I do a third of the station, he does 2/3. For that was the plan going into it. It didn't quite work out like that, but he would push the stations and I would have to red line every run. So like, because even if he was running a 5-minute kilometer, that's still him running like 60 seconds. That's his zone 2.
Yeah.
You know, so like that's him getting to recover. So I would push the pace. So we were running like an average of like a 5. I think our average was like 5:15 or something like that.
What does that look like in terms of like 5:15 for a kilometer? I'm just thinking. I tend to think in 400 increments because of CrossFit and a track. So that's 2.5 laps, isn't it? So what is it? About 5.5 kilometers, 5.5 minutes.
I'll tell you.
It's like
here we go. It might even be fucking. No, our average was 5:52.
Right.
So it's slower than what I said.
5:50. So
we ran something at 5:20, 5:20, 5:26, but the average was 5:52.
Right. So 5:52, 2.5 laps. So is that like a 2-minute split, isn't it? No, two and a bit minute split for 400s.
It's okay. Not all laps are equal. The ones that you do, well, they are equal, the laps, but the first run and the last run are different than 2 through 6. That makes sense.
Okay.
Because you start off at a different point. Like you'll start off at a different point when you leave the like the tunnel. It's you go in. Usually, it's you go in the third time you see in. So you'll pass it straight away, which is 1. You'll pass it again after this, like the first lap. So you've already done then. So you've passed it the first time. You pass it the second time, and then you go in on the third.
Right. Okay.
For most venues, that's what it's like. Barcelona was different. It was literally just 2 laps every single time.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Cool. And then the stations, you just when you get there, I'm assuming you have to both be there at the same time to do the stations.
Yeah. There's on doubles. There's a mat where your partner has to stand. So the likes of the ski, like you wait, like the person that's going to start would run on and get on the platform of the ski, but you can't start until your partner's on the carpet behind, like the partner mat, and then you can't leave until the judges cleared that you've done your skier.
Right.
So
Cool.
like on the last 50 meters, you would fucking get like the partner would get the hand up.
Yeah.
So they come over and they can see. Burpees, you just kind of walk behind the person. Lunges, walk behind. Farmers carries, walk behind. Sled, you just fucking like you're just gonna walk behind as well. It's fucking easy.
Yeah, it's simple.
Yeah.
Cool. That's good. Then we've got
172 days.
Erin, the owner at here she is. Hang on, let me just present. So Erin's doing her first, the owner of the gym where we're at and the High Rocks. She's doing her first High Rocks tomorrow. And she's doing
is she at the Olympia?
Yeah.
Nice.
Traveled there this morning. And she's at 9:30 tomorrow morning. She's doing the pros couples one, pairs with another girl called Imi. But Erin's like
she'll smash it.
Like she's one of those people that just goes dark mode. Like they can just go there. She's got the real good capacity as well. But yeah, no. So I'll be watching. And now, is there? So sometimes I don't know if they've got one for this one, but they've had like streams going on for some of the high. Is that just the world champs that they do that for?
They'll do that for any major.
And tomorrow isn't a major.
Nah. Glasgow
Right,
was the
okay.
last major of the season, and then they'll have the World Championships in Chicago.
Right, okay. I've seen it come up a couple of times.
Yeah.
Which has been pretty cool.
Like, so like when I done Berlin, right?
Yeah.
The first year at Berlin, that you couldn't qualify for Worlds, and I was pretty much like in my head, I was fucking on pace like the whole time. And then when you look at my like analysis, even the time when I did I did it with Barcelona, I did a 150, which is fucking like Sporty Beth territory. Sorry, Beth, if you're listening to this, you're not, but it doesn't matter. And my running time was less than Berlin, even though in Berlin I beat it by like half an hour.
Oh.
In Berlin, it was outdoors, and I ran 10.8 kilometers.
Right. Okay.
And it's meant to be 8 kilometers.
Fucking hell. Yeah. I thought I was
10.8. It was 58. The running total was 58:43. Whereas like the 8 kilometers, when that for every other one that I've done, it's been like 46 minutes.
Yeah.
It was like 12 minutes added onto the run.
Bloody hell.
So as much as that was an amazing experience, it was a bit of a frustrating one as well.
Oh, what's this? Hang on. We've got a hang on. Let me just share something. Hang on. Oh no, hang on. Sorry to interrupt. Sorry, this has just come.
You can't fucking bait me. I didn't run slower. Because I beat the time by 20 minutes, but the actual time.
Ready?
Oh, there we go.
All right. Put you on the show. Here you go.
I'm not sharing this on my story, by the way.
Outside the box.
I might do.
Through the blaze. Where Grant thinks he's fit.
Brian always watch it.
This Wednesday evening. Make sure you're there. We'll all laugh his hair.
Good. Did you hear that?
Yeah. I know the truth. That's all that matters.
Yes, I just know. So I've, by the way, so my expectations for where are we doing it? Birmingham.
I don't have any expectations for Birmingham, but
no. So
as I said,
we're in the pro, and I've never done one before.
we deserve to be there.
And we do deserve to be there. Yeah, we do.
I know. Sorry, I know people locally that put in their Instagram bios that they are pro High Rocks athletes
because they do the pro version.
Hey, you fucking bought a pro ticket.
Oh God, that's so bad.
And they put on that. I've seen them, and they ask if they could get sponsorship because they're going abroad for it, and they're looking because I'm a pro. It's like, what?
Oh God.
You know, like if it was like someone like, like he likes that, if it was like someone that's like, made it to the Olympics and they're like, oh, like, there's no money in this sport, but I've made it to the Olympics. Can you help me fund a trip to fucking Rio? They're doing it like, oh, like I'm going to Barcelona to do pro High Rocks. I'm a pro High Rocks. Or any chance, like, I'm looking for sponsorship. Any local businesses that want to sponsor me. Fuck off. You bought the ticket.
It's disgusting.
It's a fun holiday. You're going to go and walk around Barcelona for a few days, drink some beers, see some sights, then do a race on Sunday.
Oh man!
So I can't. I'm gonna do like a parody kind of post about it. I think.
Yeah, I would.
Now that I'm pro, now that I'm a pro High Rocks athlete.
Yeah, like you're a professional. A pro means professional,
and you're getting paid. You're getting paid for it, not asking people to pay.
Not I'm asking people for sponsorship deals. You fucking moron. So I've got something to show you, and I want to get your opinion on it, and I think it's just you and Heidi now. So, and then I'll let you get back to your programming. So I am going to fucking, what's it called? French Throwdown next weekend, right?
I know, I'm so jealous.
And I spoke to Daniel a little while ago. He invited me over, which is fucking amazing of him. And I'll be staying in the hotel with all CrossFit friends. I'll be staying in like the hotel with with a few of the people. And so I've booked in time to speak to people and just to get to have a coffee with people and all that kind of shit. And one of the people that is one of the headline sponsors for French Throwdown is a company called Shoot, as in ergometer, and shoot as in a gun. So I'd never heard of these before. Now I've done something similar as a kid at like a fucking day festival fucking thing. But I want to get your take on this company because I'm sitting down with them and I'm going to kind of get the video camera and just interview them live when we're together. And I'm just going to get their thoughts on this. But Heidi, from your perspective, as someone who lives in a country where you can open carry, I don't know if you're in a state you can, but we all know the difference in terms of gun laws and everything across the pond. But so Shoot, right, is this company that have these guns, laser guns that link up with their Pentashot is the company, but they work with Concept 2. So Concept 2 are involved in them. They link up with all the like the Concept 2 machines, and you can run pentathlons. You can involve them in workouts. They roll out, and so you get a kit. And so the French Throwdown have got one of these in the French Throwdown. One of the workouts is a pentathlon. So you have to shoot 5 green lights, and then you get to go onto the ski erg for max distance, and it's done like that, right? So this company are rolling out. They've only just been established, and they're rolling out. And I am really fucking interested because I think it could be for accuracy, for skill. It is such a big part of what we do, and our culture. We don't really ever get in contact with guns day to day. We can get them and we can hold them and we can use them. We can go shooting. Everything's the same, but we just can't carry. Now, as well, in the US market, you can't really involve them in a workout at your typical gym. Like tactical games is one thing, shooting range is something else, but you're not going to go down to fucking CrossFit Krypton and do a ski and then shoot live rounds in a workout. I don't think. But these guns allow for it to happen. They've got different styles of guns as well. They link up with the Concept machines. And I think it's a fucking superb idea to get involved.
I'm trying to find, right, because I can't remember what year it was, if it was 23 or maybe 2022, and I don't know the name of the company, but Clash of the Clans had shooting in it, and it was that like that type of gun, and I don't know if it was that. I'm just literally flicking through their album to see what year it was, and I can't remember the name of the fucking company, but we done it, and it was well fun.
Flick their bean. But yeah, I mean, all you need to do is a stand. You got the target rolls out there. You get it with the kit. It links up with the fucking ski erg, and it knows when you've made contact with the target, and then will allow the ski erg to then activate. But you can link it up so that you can then move on to that, and you can run it with the fucking rower machine. You can do the ski erg. It's fucking brilliant. And like you get obviously the red lights on here, so you need 5 green lights to be able to move on. Like you can evolve it, you can program it how you want. You can have distances set differently. It's just such a cool, superb addition.
Look,
yeah, Guns of Fitness. Yeah, and obviously it's the original. It's the original form of over the last 500 years. Warfare. Men used to carry guns into war all the time. It was part of fitness and accuracy. Cool. So they got a sort of a rifle version.
Can't mind what it was. There was laser satin fuck.
Pentathlon, no?
There you go. Laser pentathlon, yeah.
Yeah, so the modern pentathlon is the one where they shoot as part of the cycle of movements. But yeah, so shooting is part of a lot of like in Britain. I know people don't realise it, but we've got a massive gun community in the UK. We just can't carry it openly with us around the high streets. we can access guns and have them. We just can't carry them around whenever we like. You can in the Isle of Man, but that's no one really does because we don't need them. But that's been my take on it, really, in terms of carrying the guns. You only need them if you need them. Like if you don't need them, you don't need them.
I'm enjoying looking at everyone's faces while they're shooting.
Yeah. Yeah, you can still carry them, Heidi. Yeah. Depending on rationale behind why you've got them. So you need good enough reason. It's not just a case of everyone's welcome to have a gun. You have to apply and go through like rigorous checks and background checks and whatnot. Because it's not part of our constitution. It's not part of our law that you should have one. It's the other way around. You have to apply, and it's that way around. But a lot of people go shooting. So a lot of people go hunting and shooting, and whether it's clay or pigeon or whatever, a lot of people go hunting. So it is part of the culture here. As it has always been that way. So,
yeah,
back
my
to
brother-in-law goes shooting.
Yeah. A lot of my mates go pheasant shooting and just going out. But the thing is, the other thing to bear in mind, Heidi, is that we fucking killed most of our wildlife that you'd want to hunt. Like we had bears, we had like massive deer, we had all the big fauna, we had like everything, and we fucking ate them all. We've got national parks where they breed, and it's they're part of the monarchy. So if you kill it, you can be fucking charged with fucking what's the word? Poaching.
Yeah, poaching.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's the Clash of the Clans. That's cool. But
Clash of the Clans is a great comp.
And this is the thing. We've got so much shit like this that we can do. It's just people are fucking not willing to stick their oar in and
there's big Yoni,
do it. Oh yeah, there he is. Fuck yeah, now. But yeah, so that Erg Shoot company. So I'm going to sit down with them. I'm going to see what I can do in terms of getting involved and working with them, because I really do think that they could be massive. And the thing is, I know that the gun laws are obviously a little bit different in the US, and people can actually carry real guns around and whatnot, and we can't necessarily do it to the same degree. But I think there's a massive place for these in American gyms, because you're not going to have the ability to use your actual guns in gyms and workouts, but people have guns and actively use them and go to shooting ranges. Why wouldn't they want to have these set up in the gyms to be able to use as part of accuracy tests? I think it's a really cool idea. And you look at the tactical games over in the US, that's massive. There's no reason you can't do something like that over here in a certain country in Europe. And this could be good practice, and it could get people involved in firearms and having part of it as a sport again. I think it'd be a cool idea. So I'm going to sit down with them, go and have a try with them. And I think it could be a really cool thing. I've got a couple of ideas I'll talk to you offline about with it. I don't want to do too much, but
anyway. Have you ever seen these things before? The double bells.
Okay.
Apart from at this comp, I've never seen them used.
Never used them. I've seen them, like, you can do differently. You can do like a sumo high, but you can hold one end, obviously, like it and all that kind of stuff. So,
apart from at that comp, I've never used them like again. But they were fun to use at that comp.
Yeah.
There's Yon.
You probably throw them as well. Who's this? Here we go.
See that lassie there that was in my team, Mari there, the blonde hair, white vest. She is competing in the semi-finals at the moment. She's come on fucking leaps and bounds over the last couple years. There's her there, look.
Lad.
Yeah, she was I think she's 120th in the world or something that she finished the quarters.
Amazing.
She owns up here. She's got the most northern CrossFit box up here. Ram CrossFit.
Oh, cool.
Really good gym.
Yeah.
And she's a fucking unit. If you go on, are you on Instagram? You could go on, I think it's Mari Cloud. Or go on Ram CrossFit. You see them.
Mate, sorry, before I do that, I need to bring this up. Fucking Trish murdered Savan.
And he uncollabed himself from it as well, which was fucking brilliant.
Yeah. That is, especially when the sound's playing.
Why you should milk your man 3 times a day.
Oh my god! Soon to be joining the Real Savon podcast universe. That it was the day after they'd been fucking saying in the chat about why has Brad got a show and all that kind of shit. Fuck me.
Yeah.
I saw that and I was like, Trish, she's something else. Yeah, sorry, what was the lassie's name?
It's actually Vari Cleland. I've been calling her Mari Cleland since I've ever met her, but she's never corrected me.
Barry.
Vari, but it's spelt like Mari.
So MALL.
MHAR. I'll tell you how to spell it. MHAIRI Cleland CLELLAND.
Oh yeah, PT. There we go.
I should cross at Glasgow just now.
Fuck, she looks just like a girl at our gym. I know it's definitely not her. Fuck me, looks exactly like her, just more muscle. She's cool. Oh, sorry, I'm not sharing it, am I? What can I'll just carry on looking at it on my own. There we go.
But she's super fit.
Yeah. So she's in the open division, like the
Yeah, the women, yeah.
Amazing. And she's doing the in-person.
So she's in the affiliate. She's down at her post there at the top. She is at CrossFit Glasgow, and that lassie that she's with done my L1.
Oh, okay. Robin, right?
Yeah, Robin's well cool. It was her, Carl, and a guy called Dan. He's got CrossFit Royal Docks in London.
Oh.
Dan.
Oh no.
Really nice dude. Robin's she's fucking brilliant as well.
Is she the one that was an L1 member that started up a gym and it's a shed?
Yep.
Right. Is that her? Is that I don't know if it's not the.
No, she was. It's like CrossFit Woodland or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Who's that?
There's an owner up there. It's at the top. Look. Oh no, CrossFit Sterling. She's now, and then there's another one. Seminar staff.
Yeah. No. There's
the lassie that was at my L1. She's got the Shed Health Club, and Carl.
It's on like out of Hebrides or somewhere.
She is. If you type in Shed Health Club, it'll come up. But I think they've unaffiliated. That one there, because it used to be called CrossFit Yesif, that one there, but now it's called Shed Health Club. So I think they must have unaffiliated.
No, it's not her. No, there's this L1 staff member. She's got red hair. I don't know if she's Scottish. I think she might just be. English. She had red hair. I can't remember. I'll find out. Keep this thing so I can talk.
Heidi, Zone 2, do
hardwood.
Oh,
right,
2 seconds.
I'm going to see if that is actually a gym. Hard Knocks, Die Hard, Hard Break. Hard Knocks is definitely an American one, isn't it? Where's this? Why doesn't it translate? All right, where are these guys? Entramos no CrossFit para fazer isso.
Heidi, remember for your Zone 2, 60 to 69% of your max heart rate.
Yeah.
Don't go above 69% of your max heart rate.
Oh. Right. You got programming to do. I've got microphones set. Right, cool. So we've got Wednesday. We've got the showdown. I can't wait for that. It's gonna be good.
It's a quick workout too.
Yeah, it won't take long. And then Sunday we've got Lorraine.
I know.
That'd be good.
We should maybe prep for that show.
She's not in France, is she?
No, but she's coming to Rogue.
She isn't she? We need to get on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we've got the. Well, I'm coming anyway. I'm coming anyway up there because Katie and I. It's our 10th anniversary on November the 15th, and so we're going to do like a 10-day trip over to the UK and just do some like B&Bs with the kids and just sort of have a 10-day trip going up from Birmingham. So we're going to get the boat across, do High Rocks on the Thursday, and then we'll work our way up from Birmingham up the countries, up maybe stay in the Highlands a couple of days, get an Airbnb or something, and then go to Rogue and then spend the night there afterwards on the Sunday night, and then drive back on the Monday and come back.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, have a little cheeky holiday.
That'll
Quite
be
nice.
cool.
Wouldn't it be cool if Heidi actually pulled her finger out of her ass and got a little trip over? That'd be good. She could try and get Ord to come with her.
Now, what would be cool is if PK came.
If PK came on my face, if PK came to Rogue, that would be sensational. We start working on him now. I'll tell you, I've got good flights to US, by the way. Aer Lingus from Dublin. Fuck me.
Lingus. That's funny, like.
Funny Lingus.
I don't know, it just sounds funny, Lingus.
Yeah, that you go to Dublin like I found it last week. But yeah, Aer Lingus, you can go to Dublin. Like, I'm not kidding. The flights from it wasn't Albany. It might have been Albany. I was looking at I was just looking the other day, and I got an email saying I'm sent off. So I was just looking at flights and stuff. And Albany, it was New York. Sorry, it was JFK. That was it. So from Dublin to JFK was €289, and then the return flight was €180.
I was more than that to fly to fucking Poland in October.
Yeah. Like, obviously it's from Dublin, so you got to go there first. But all included, it's like 420 odd euros, which is like 360 quid. £360 return flights to New York at the time of the games.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy to think.
It's not bad, is it? Not that I'm looking at that at the moment, but you never know.
Why would I be scared to meet you?
Jon is scared to meet me. Jon, it's Ord you have to worry about. This isn't real, is it? What do you mean? What, life? Oh,
Nothing's real.
Nothing's real. None of this. Oh, live still.
Who's even still watching? There's 4 people watching, but it's just Grant and Heidi.
It's Grant and Heidi. And maybe Kenneth's got it in the background, and I don't know. Jeremy might be masturbating.
David Weed.
I'd love David. I don't know if he knows about this channel. People get David wrong, right? Where me and you know what a Chelsea lad over the age of 40 living in Marbella is like. People don't know what the kind of person that they're dealing with weed. Like, one, Chelsea supporters are fucking like in a world of their own anyway. I'm not one, but they are. 40-plus-year-olds Chelsea supporters are another thing entirely. And Chelsea supporters over 40 that have moved to Marbella, if people don't, they've got a lot. They've got a lot of reason to be in Spain, not England at that point. David does like you, Heidi. David does like you. David's cool. And that's because we know. I'm sure there's people in the chat that we don't know context over, that we don't understand like them. But we give everyone a chance, don't we?
I don't. What was the thing that we did? Remember when we were doing that the last time? It was can you touch your head through this hole? No, can you poke your head through the hole? Yeah, that's it.
Can you poke your head through the hole?
Yeah, I like doing that to clients.
Try and poke your head through this hole.
And I've got two new clients starting. I've got 2 new clients starting this week, so I get to use it twice.
Oh yeah, it's good. It's a good icebreaker, isn't it? Oh god, that reminds me. Have I told you about that guy that I used to hang around with, Gino? I think I've mentioned him a couple of times.
No.
Anyway, went between the ages of 19 and 24.
It'd be funny if I hit end stream now while you're telling the story, but I'm not gonna.
No, his chat up line was to get a bit of ice out of his drink, throw it on the floor and tread on it and say, now that we've broken the ice, and then talk to girls. It was so bad. It was like, that most nights I ended up just walking away from him and not wanting to be with him in a nightclub.
Yeah, that would annoy me.
It was embarrassing. I don't get it. What don't you get, Heidi?
She gets it.
It's a play on words, you see. Because there's a term.
I don't condone this behavior, but I had a friend when we were 18 asked this large lady if she'd ever had her tits weighed. Right?
Oh, and then.
And when she said no, he says, well, would you like them weighed? And she went, I don't know, I guess. And then he grabbed them and went, way!
God. Technically, you could do that with men with massive pecs.
Right, I need to go. My kid is shouting me, but I'll leave you to it.
Okay, bye. And then there was one. The head in the hole. Right, so let's talk it through. What words did we use? We said, do you think you can poke your head through this hole? Now, I don't know if you guys use this phrase, but when you poke your head through something, there might be a hole and you poke your head through to have a look. Now, what we've done there is quite cleverly said, do you think you can poke your head through this hole? And then people say, well, no, of course not, because my head's not that small. And then you go, you're poking your head through the hole, because that's when you poke something. You do that with your finger. And that's the joke. It's a play on words. But there we go. Right. I had enough talking to myself this morning. I thought this was the short show with Grant and Jeremy. No, Sean, we didn't know what it was going to be. Okay. And we did invite you on. We did say, Sean, do you want a link? We sent you a link. We said to come through and you haven't. And now we're 1 hour, 42 minutes in and Jon's gone and I'm going to say goodbye. Okay. Have fun. Enjoy life. I might be in the chat later with Eliho Hiller. Although I've got to get up again early. So it's bank holiday tomorrow. I don't know if you guys have May Day. May Day. We have a bank holiday at the beginning of May and then at the end of May, we have spring bank holiday and May Day. Go on then, Grant. You get the last say, seeing as you were so entertaining earlier. What is something crazy? Tell me something crazy. Isn't that a lyric? I still haven't figured out how to make a poll on here, and you got to do it when you're live, haven't you? Because I'm blocked by Jeff Bako, I can't respond to his comment on my own video. Well, surely you can use one of your non-deplumes that you hide behind. It won't let me respond to his comment on my video. Yeah, I get that. Can you not use one of your other accounts if you had one? Yeah. Alias, that's another word. That was so shit, wasn't it, that program? Alias. Not as good as One Tree Hill. Grant, I imagine you to be a One Tree Hill character. Anyway, I'm going to go now because I've got a life to live and I've got a bottle of beer. It's a lovely beer. I'll send you a picture of my bottle of beer if you're lucky. Right. Thank you for joining us, guys. Heidi, have a lovely time on your 5-mile run. I don't know why you're running so much. Grant, look forward to speaking to you in about 5 minutes. Goodbye. I am a goodbye. Bye-bye. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining us live on Outside the Box. See you next time. Wednesday. Showdown.